Hello everybody, today we're going to be talking about the FK Irons 1. This is the new tattoo machine coming out by FK Irons. I saw that pre-orders went live the other day and it is saying on their website that the first orders will begin shipping in early May. So I made a little list comparing the last three machines that FK Irons came out with this machine to see if it's worth the buy. Let's talk about it. So in order for us to visualize all this information together and process it the best we can, I made this really cool chart. We'll go through a bunch of different features like stroke, app compatibility, if it's compatible with the kill switch, power bolt, if it's a modular machine, what are the standout features and what are the price. That way we're able to decide which machine would be the best for us and if it would be worth spending the money on the FK Irons 1. So first, let's start out talking about stroke. The Flux has a 4mm stroke, which is a hard-hitting machine. The Flux Max has a 3.2, a 4mm, and a 4.5mm stroke. Now the thing with the Flux Max, even though it has the 3.2, 4, and 4.5mm strokes, those are all three different machines. There's no just quick stroke change option within this machine. So if you want the full set, you're gonna be spending over $3 grand just for the three machines. Next up, we have the EXO. This is a 2.5, 3.2, and a 4mm stroke machine. These are also three different machines. I spelled machines wrong. That's okay. And lastly, we got the one with a 3 and a 4mm stroke machine, and these are two different machines. So no matter which one of the machines that you end up getting, except for the Flux, you're going to have to buy multiple different machines if you want different stroke lengths. Next up, is it compatible with their Dark Lab app? I'd like to start off by saying I think it's kind of silly that a tattoo machine has an app and there's firmware updates and all that kind of stuff, but that's a whole different video. So the Flux is compatible with the Dark Lab app. The Flux Max is compatible with the app. The EXO is compatible with the app. The one is not compatible with the app. Up next, the kill switch. Let's see if that's compatible with these machines. I'm not really sure why you would need a Bluetooth foot switch to turn on and off a machine that has a button on it to turn it on and off. But that is neither here nor there. The Flux is not compatible with the kill switch. The Flux Max is compatible with the kill switch. The EXO is not compatible with the kill switch. And the one is not compatible with the kill switch. Next, is it compatible with the power bolt? This is the battery that they have that you're able to switch between each machine. They have the power bolt 1, 2, and the 2 Plus. I'm not gonna go into the differences between all three, but the power bolt is compatible with the Flux, Flux Max, EXO, but it is not compatible with the one. Next up, are these machines modular? They have the power bolts like I talked about, and then also grips that you're able to switch out in between each machine. So the Flux Max, and the EXO are all modular machines, but the one is not. So next we'll move on to the standout features that divides these machines from one another. The Flux was the first wireless machine that FK Irons came out with, so that was the standout feature, and these three machines they have been building on top of the Flux. So there's nothing really that the Flux has that the others don't, so we're just not gonna write anything for that one. The Flux Max supposedly learns how you tattoo, and it optimizes its performance, so then that way you're getting the most out of the machine. I'm not incredibly sure how that works, but it sounds really cool. The EXO is e-give ready. Now this is only with the hover, that is the FK Irons power supply, or with the power bolt, which is their battery. And all that only works with their app. Also, I forgot to mention that the EXO has the same motor as the Flux, so there was no upgrade there. The advertised standout feature for the FK Irons 1 is the quick twist power disconnect. So basically what this does is you twist the top of the machine, and this takes pressure off of the battery in order to save battery life. Now I'm guessing that you're supposed to do this while you're storing the machine, not while you're actually tattooing, which makes me think, why wouldn't you just take the battery out of the machine while you store it? I'm not really sure why somebody would really want this feature for their tattoo machine, but hey, that's what it's got. Lastly, let's talk about price. The Flux comes in at $899.99. The Flux Max is $1,099.99. Now the EXO has two pricing tiers. The EXO with no battery is $749.99, and the EXO with the battery is $1,149.99. And lastly, the one costs $799.99. So that was a lot of information to go through, but I think that this chart was really helpful for me to kind of really think through which machine would be best for me and if I'm going to be buying the FK Irons 1. So for me, I think if I were to go with a machine, I would go with the Flux Max. It seems like the best deal for your money for what you actually get. It seems like their highest tier machine with the most features. Even with the EXO, even though the no battery machine is cheaper, if you want to buy the battery, it ends up being more expensive than the Flux Max, and I think that the Flux Max has better features. At this point in time, I don't think there's any reason to buy the original Flux. I think that it's just outdated, and the other machines just have more to offer. Right now, I think that the EXO is still a good deal, but at the same time, if you're trying to go for more of a bang for your buck, I would still stay with the Flux Max. And after going through all this information, I wouldn't buy the new FK Irons 1. I don't think it packs enough punch for my dollar to really invest $800 in a new machine that doesn't really have anything that's new. To me, this seems like a money grab, just like Bishop did a couple of months ago with the Power Wand. They basically take the same machine, repackage it, and say, here, this is a new machine. But in this case, they actually took away some features and made it just almost as expensive as some of the more premium offerings that they have. So the one will be a no-go for me. Or maybe it's the best tattoo machine in the world and I'm gonna eat my words. Who knows? But I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope that you have a good day.